안녕하세요, 여러분. I am not sure if some of these phrases actually translate well to other languages, but for sure they don't translate well to English. So let's see. First, I will introduce these short sentences that have the word 말. 말 can mean language, right? 한국말, 한국 language, Korean language. And also 말 is to talk, 말하다, to speak, 말하다. So speech, words, colloquium, all of them are 말. 무슨 말이야? 무슨 말이에요? So 말이야 is 반말, non-polite. 말이에요 is 존댓말, polite. So 무슨 is what, same as 뭐, but it's used before a noun. It's a noun modifying form of 뭐. So it's literally saying, what word is it? The first meaning is what does it mean? Like literally asking something. So if you want to ask, 선생님, I heard 꿀잼. What does it mean? 꿀잼이 무슨 말이에요? Another meaning is 무슨 말이야? What are you talking about? What words is that comes out of your mouth? If you want to add what is that you are talking about, 그게, 그거, that plus subject marker 이가. And then it becomes 그게. 그게 무슨 말이야? Some of you said it means what's the matter. If it's meaning what's the matter? Instead of 말, 일이야. 일 is event or matter. 무슨 일이야? What's the matter? What's going on? If you say 무슨 말이야, you are focusing on that speech that the other person said. 무슨 말이에요? Another one that you use for what are you talking about? This is stronger because now you're saying what sound is that you are making? 그게 무슨 소리야? 그게 무슨 소리예요? What did you just say? What about this one? 말 plus this verb. 되다, which you see everywhere, right? Today we'll see expressions that use 되다 separately, but this one has 말 and 되다 both. First of all, there is to become. 봄이 됐어요. It became spring. 밤이 됐어요. It became nighttime. I became a teacher. 저는 선생님이 됐어요. I want to become a teacher. 저는 선생님이 되고 싶어요. That 되다. And to be okay, permission. It's okay to do something. Can I sit down? Is it okay if I sit down? 앉아도 돼요? That. And then something works. The computer works just fine. 컴퓨터 돼요. Does this make sense? Is it even possible as a word? 짜잔. 말이 돼? Does it become a word? Does it make sense? 말이 돼요? Do you think that makes sense? If you want to say, do you think that makes sense? 그게 말이 돼요? Does this make sense? 이게 말이 돼요? And you go, oh, it does make sense, I see. Then you say, oh, 말이 되네, 말이 돼요. So this 네 ending is reacting. I see, it makes sense. What about this? 말이 안 돼. 말이 안 돼. We asked earlier, 말이 돼? 말이 안 돼. Literally, it's saying 말, words or speech, subject particle, 이가, 안, not, 돼, become. It doesn't become words. It doesn't come to my senses. So it is saying it doesn't make sense. I can't understand what's going on. This doesn't even make sense. 말이 안 돼. If you change this 이가 neutral subject particle to 도, 말도 안 돼. Okay, notice. I put just period here. 말이 안 돼. 말도 안 돼. The difference. So words also or even, 도 means also or even, 안 돼. Doesn't even become words. No way. This can't be real. 말도 안 돼. So 말이 안 돼 sounds more like, wait a minute. It doesn't make sense. Something's missing. 이거 말이 안 되는데. 말이 안 돼. 말도 안 돼. 헐. 진짜? 말도 안 돼. So that's the difference. Earlier we said 무슨 소리야? What sound are you making? You know, what are you talking about? 무슨 소리야? So when somebody's saying something so unreal, you use 소리. 말도 안 되다 plus noun modifying form는 and put the noun after 말도 안 되는 소리, the sound that doesn't even make sense as words. So not possible, impossible. 말도 안 되는 소리예요. You can also say 하지 마. 말도 안 되는 소리 하지 마. 말도 안 되는 소리 좀 하지 마. Stop making sounds that don't even make sense as words. Stop talking nonsense. 자, 그러면 이거는요. 무슨 말인지 알지? 무슨, what, 말, words, 인지 is how to make indirect question. You know what we are talking about, right? So 무슨 말이에요 했죠. We said 무슨 말이에요? What are you talking about? So what I am talking about, you know, right? 무슨 말인지 알지? 이에요, 이다. plus 은지, which is like whether and indirect question, embedded question. So because it doesn't have a consonant, you just put this ni은 underneath. 무슨 말인지, and then another verb, 알지, you know, right? 무슨 말인지 알지? You know what I'm talking about, right? So you are telling your friend a secret. 둘이 사귄대. I heard they are dating. But it's a secret. 근데 비밀이야. 무슨 말인지 알지? You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean, right? Don't tell anybody. When you answer, I know what you mean. I know what you're saying. I got it. 네, 무슨 말인지 알아요. 무슨 말인지 알아요. Don't worry, I'll not tell other people. If you make it to 알겠어, make it 알겠어, it's like I will know. I guess I know. So I got it in Korean is 알겠어, 알겠어. So, 무슨 말인지 알겠어요. I got it. Don't worry about it. 무슨 말인지 알지? 무슨 말인지 알아. To say this 무슨 말인지 알아 more politely, it becomes like this. 말 honorific is 말씀. So you are honoring the other person's saying. You're saying in honoring way, I know. 무슨 말씀. 인지, here 인지 becomes 이신지. This she is subject honorific. You're honoring the subject who said something. 무슨 말씀이신지 알아요. But the end, the verb, you leave it as it is because I'm not gonna honor myself for knowing. So you just keep it there. 무슨 말씀이신지 알아요. To the boss, 상사한테, to teachers, 선생님한테. 선생님, 무슨 말씀이신지 알아요. 네, 부장님, 무슨 말씀이신지 알겠어요. Now, let's look at more expressions using 되다. 잘 돼요. It works well. 와이파이 잘 돼요? Does the Wi-Fi work well? 네, 잘 돼요. 컴퓨터 잘 돼요? Does your computer work well? 네, 잘 돼요. So you use this way. 잘 되고 있어? 고 있어 is B-I-N-G, happening right now. And actually, this is it going well? How is it coming along? So you are working on some sort of project, team presentation 있어요. and your team members are working on it. 팀 멤버들이 일하고 있어요. And you want to say, how is it coming? Is it coming along well? 잘 되고 있어? Is it going well? Your friend is studying and you want to ask, how's studying coming? Is it coming well? Coming along well? Is it going well? 공부 잘 되고 있어? Your friend is on a diet. 다이어트 잘 되고 있어? 잘 돼 was working well, turning out well. How about 안 돼? 안 is negation, right? Do not is not. So it's not turning out. Doesn't work. Can we say 연락이 안 돼요? 연락 is contacting somebody. 연락이 안 돼요. I can't get a hold of somebody. 선생님 연락이 안 돼요. I can't get a hold of the teacher. 와이파이가 안 돼요. 그쵸? Wi-Fi isn't working. 와이파이가 안 돼요 means Wi-Fi is just not working at all. 그쵸? 근데 you can add 잘 here. Instead of just 안 돼요, you can say 잘 안 돼요. It's working, but not really well. It's like on and off, on and off. Then you say 와이파이가 잘 안 돼요. 다이어트가 안 돼요. 그쵸? 다이어트가 안 돼요. 저도 안 돼요. 한국어 공부할 때 뇌가 안 돼요. For that, we say this. 머리가 안 돌아가요. 머리가 돌아가다 is head to turn and go. turn and go. Like and my head is not turning and going. 머리가 안 돌아가요. I can't study. Okay, so next one. So we were looking at present tense, right? What if you use it in the past tense? It becomes a completely different meaning. 잘 됐어. Or polite form, 잘 됐어요. Or plain speech level, like thinking out loud. 잘 됐다. And this is not polite. You can only use this to your close friends. 잘 됐다. Or you can also say 잘 됐네. Again, 네 is immediately reacting to what you are hearing or what you are seeing. So, 잘 됐네, reacting to what the other person said. So, for example, your friend is saying, 나 한국 가, 나 한국에 공부하러 가. I'm going to study in Korea. 잘 됐다. 잘 됐네. Both work. Good for you. It turned out really well. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. 잘 했다는 you did well. So you are complimenting. Good job. 잘 됐다. Good news. Good for you. I'm happy for you. 잘했다. Good job. 잘했어. 잘했다. 나 오늘 잘했어. 이렇게 해요. Can it be used sarcastically as in English? 영어처럼 시니컬하게 good for you. Good for you. 잘났다. 잘났어. Here, 나다 is to be outward or to be born. So, well born. Okay. You are an amazing person. Good for you. 잘났다. 잘났어. Comparing to 잘 되다, there is 다행이에요. 다행이에요. When we say 잘 됐다, you say, 너무 잘 됐다. 너무 잘 됐어요. 이렇게 하고요. If you want to say, I am glad. You are a little worried and you are glad to hear something. 다행이야. To friends, 다행이에요. 다행이야. 이거예요. 오예, 기쁘다. 오예, 잘 됐다. 다행이다. Difference. We said, 잘 됐다. I'm so happy for you. Good for you. What about, 안 됐어. 안 됐다. 안 됐네. Notice the punctuation here? I said, 잘 됐어. 느낌표, exclamation mark. And here, 안 됐다. So that's the nuance. 안 됐다. Didn't turn out. Basically. 그쵸? I feel bad for somebody. Do I say this to the person who's going through bad times? 야, 너 안 됐다. It sounds pitying. So in that situation, to that person who's going through bad time, you will say, 어떡해. This is like you heard about somebody else. 뉴스를 들었어요. And then you say, 안 됐다. I feel bad. That's too bad. 이렇게 해요. Not to that person, but if somebody told me about somebody else, a third person, and my reaction is like, I feel bad for that person. 안 됐네. 안 됐다. 이렇게. And now, instead of 잘 or 안, we're using 다, all. 다 됐어. It's all done, finished. So you're working on something and you want to ask, is it done? Is it finished? Are you all done? 다 됐어요? So similarly, instead of 됐어요, you can use different verbs as well. In Korean, if you want to say, we're almost there, we say 다 왔어. Completely different. 왔어요. We came here. All. 다 왔어. We're almost there. 어디야? 다 왔어. I'm almost there. 어떻게. There are a lot of expressions that use 어떻게 and very differently from English how. 어떻게 오셨어요? 어떻게 how 오다 to come. she that subject honorific to honor the subject of the sentence. Here, how did you come here? So you're honoring you, the listener. And past tense on the bottom, 오셨어요. How did you come here in the honorific sentence is 어떻게 오셨어요? This literally means how did you come here? But it's not asking how did you come here? Did you walk here? Did you take a cab here? Did you run here? That's not the question. What brought you here? How did you end up here? You go to some office and then they ask, what brought you here? What can I do for you? 어떻게 오셨어요? 어떻게? 어떡하지? 어떻게 해? 어떻게? 어떻게 is adverb by itself. How, right? And then 해 is the verb. How do we do it? And shortens to 어떻게. So 해 is still in there. And 기억 is from this 기억. 어떻게? What should we do? How should we resolve this situation? This is 어떻게 하지? G ending, I also have a video. It's if you use G ending with a question word like what, who, where, when, or how, it's asking yourself or asking with curiosity. 지요 becomes 조. 조, 어떡하죠? The pronunciation is same as 어떻게. 그리고 다음 거 볼게요. So this one, 어떻게 된 거야? 어떻게 된 거예요? 어떻게, how, 되다, 그쵸? 되다, to turn out, to become, and then noun modifying form, 니은 underneath for the past tense, and 거야, the thing. Is it the thing that turned out? How? How did it turn out this way? How did it become this? So it's asking what happened. If you say 무슨 일이에요? 무슨 일이야? It sounds like something's going on now. So what's going on? 무슨 일이에요? But if you're asking about the past, what happened? How did it become this way? 어떻게 된 거야? 이거 어떻게 된 거야? 이거 어떻게 된 거예요? 어쩔 수가 없다. 자, 선생님, why do you have this under 어떻게? Because it's this. 어쩔 is 어떻게 할. How to do. 수 is a way, like 방법, method, or way. There is no way to do somehow. So meaning, there's no way I can do anything about this. 어떻게 할 수가 없다. 어쩔 수가 없다. Well, I can't help. There's nothing I can do. What can I do? 나는 그냥 너를 너무 사랑해. 나도 어쩔 수가 없어. Stop loving me. 나 사랑하지 마. 어쩔 수가 없어. I can't help. 어쩔 수가 없다. 예요. 어쩔 수 없지. And polite way, G plus U is way more used more often as 조. 어쩔 수 없죠. 어쩔 수 없지. 어쩔 수 없죠. So G ending, commit your soul and heart to what you're saying. I mean it when I say it. I accept it, really, truly. 어쩔 수 없지. What can I do? Now, I have expressions that have 그러다. Compare these two. 그러다 versus 그렇다. 그러다는 verb예요. To do that, to do so. It's 그러다, you can think of it as 그렇게 하다, to do that way. 그렇다 is adjective, to be like that. But in these fixed expressions that I'm going to explain, some of them, it's hard to distinguish which one we are using because their conjugation is the same. 그렇다 or 그러다 both become 그래. So it's hard to distinguish. For you, you don't have to worry too much about it. Just remember this general meaning of to do that or to be that. You know, what's the matter? What's wrong? We said 무슨 일이야? What's the matter? Literally, what matter is it? But if you are pointing at what the other person is doing, why are you doing that? Or why are you like that? What's happening? Is there a problem? 왜 그래? 왜 그래요? 왜 그래? 친구가 아파 보여요. Your friend looks sick. 그러면 왜 그래? 괜찮아? So then, what about this one? Don't ever do that again. 다시는 그러지 마. 너 다시는 그러지 마. 자, 다시 is again. 는 topic particle. As for again. Don't ever do that. So if you say 다시는, it becomes ever again. So it is used with negation. So don't ever do that again. 그러다, to do that, and 지마, don't do something, right? So don't do that ever again. 다시는 그러지 마. And if you want to make it in a polite form, 다시는 그러지 마세요. This expression is quite direct. Yes, so mom will say, 너 다시는 그러지 마. 거짓말했어요. You lied. 근데 엄마한테 걸렸어요. You got caught by mom. 엄마가 이렇게 말하죠. 다시는 그러지 마. 자, what about this? Literal translation is this. Where is doing that? Sounds really weird. 그러는 게 어딨어? Can you guess what this means? 그러는 게 어딨어? 엄마가 이래요. 너 거짓말했지? 너 you lied to me, right? 너 다시는 그러지 마. Don't ever do that again. 폰 내놔. Give me your phone. I'm taking your phone. 폰 내놔. 엄마 그러는 게 어딨어? 그러는 거, the thing to do that, doing that, 어딨어? Where is that? Okay, so it's actually, no, you can't do that, unfair. 그러는 게 어딨어? 싫어. So you hear something unfair happening to your friends and you want to say, that's not fair. Where is that person going with that? Where is that coming from? That's not fair. 그러는 게 어딨어? 그러면 안 되지. 말도 안 돼. 뭐야? 이거는요. I knew that would happen. 그럴 줄 알았어. 역시 그럴 줄 알았어. So 역시 here, 수진님's sentence is the adverb you can use to emphasize that's what you thought. So you use it together. 역시 그럴 줄 알았어. I knew it. I knew that would happen. 역시 그럴 줄 알았어. 자, 그러면 이거는요. What is this called? You're trying to remember. What was this called? 이거 뭐라고 그러지? 이거 뭐라고 그러더라? 뭐라 그러지? 뭐라 그러더라? 이거거든요. You are quoting somebody else's word. Quoting. Noun, when your sentence ends with noun, then 이라고 하다예요. To say, 말하다 or 하다, to say that it's this noun. And then instead of 하다 in conversations, this is very colloquial, people also use 그러다. We are using 뭐 for this noun. What? And then 뭐 doesn't have a consonant on the bottom, so you don't need e. Just 뭐라고. 뭐라고 그러다. 뭐라고 그러지? What is it called? And recalling. 네, recalling, you already know this. And you are trying to recall your memory. Then we use 더라. So 뭐라고 그러지 can be used either you already know this or you want to know how it's called. 더라, because 더 is recalling, only is used when you already know this and you're trying to remember this. And 고 is often omitted. So it becomes 뭐라 그러지? 뭐라 그러더라? Okay, 여러분, last one. 안 그래도, 그렇지 않아도 이거 뭘까요? 여기에 안 그래요, 안 그러다, you don't do that. 어아도 is even if. So even if you don't do that. There are two ways to use this. I was just about to. Even if you didn't do that, I was just about to anyway. That's one thing. So you were going to call your friend. Oh, and your friend called. Oh, perfect timing. 안 그래도 전화하려고 했는데 I was just about to call you. 네가 전화했네? I see you called me first. 그죠? 안 그래도 그 질문 하려고 했는데 I was just going to ask that question too. And somebody asked question. 여러분이 청소하려고 해요. You're about to clean your room. 근데 엄마가 청소해. 청소해. 이렇게 말해요. 잔소리해요. And mom comes in and say, clean. Don't you hate that when you are about to do something and somebody else tells you to do that and you don't want to do that anymore? 더 이상 하기 싫죠? 그때 I was going to clean anyway, even if you didn't say it. 안 그래도 청소하려고 했어. Another meaning is 안 그래도 힘들어. 그만해. Even if you don't do it, I am already this way. So 안 그래도 even if you are not doing this, 나 힘들어. I'm already having trouble. Stop it. Leave me alone. That's it for today. 끝이에요. That's it. Thank you everyone for coming to live. 라이브 와주셔서 감사합니다. 주말 잘 보내세요. Have a good weekend everyone as well. 안녕히 계세요.